Welcome back. In this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about AI and the selection brush tool here in Photoshop. Now here I have a photo that I want to correct, and using AI, it's pretty easy, but I see a lot of people running into issues with this. So what a lot of people do is they'll come up here to an elliptical marquee, select the face, put in your prompt for smooth, clear skin, and then run into the problem of getting a completely different person. So let's undo that really quick, and let's think of different ways we can do it. Now, in the past, I've done a lot with different selection techniques, but I find that those selection techniques don't work very well. It's a lot of time and a lot of effort, and the results aren't always exactly what I'm looking for. What I found that works really well is if I come over here to my third tool down, which might be polygonal lasso or lasso tool, and go to the selection brush tool, I get a better option. Now, I want to show you a mistake with this as well. So notice right now my opacity is at 100%. I can go and select. I'm just going around her face roughly, selecting, doing the same thing, generative fill, smooth, clear skin. And again, we run into the same problem. The reason here being is that we are actually going in and selecting 100%. We say we want to change her 100%, and we don't want that. So I'm going to deselect again. I'm going to go back to that tool, and then up here at opacity, I'm going to knock that down to about 30%. And what that's going to do is that's going to blend in my selection with her face. So we should still get her facial features along with the AI generated content. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to draw around her face, let it select, generative fill, smooth, clear skin, and hit generate. And here you can see that we have a face that is much closer to her look. And then I'm going to do one little trick that I always like to do whenever I'm generating AI faces. I'm going to come over here to my mask. I'm going to switch to my black, use the brush tool, and I'm going to remove out the AI generated eyes just so we get her original eyes, and it brings a little bit more of her back. If we turn on and off that layer, we can see how close it is to what she actually looks like, but it removes those little problems that we have with some of her facial blemishes. In the past, I would have done this with a ton of brush work, but this makes life quite a bit easier. Now, I always like to add the caveat that I think we're all wonderful, beautiful people, but in case you need to improve that headshot in a hurry, this is a quick and simple way that you can use it using a little bit of AI here in Photoshop. Well, that's it for this week. Hope to see you again next week for another quick tip.